Hello.
My husband.
Hello.
Hi. How are you?
All right, thanks. Hey,
I mean, we can start.
I'd like to
Considering
know.
it's already, well, I mean, if he tries, we can let him in. Is there a request to be let in?
No.
Yeah. I mean, it's already 32 minutes in, and I've got a kid at
Yeah,
home with 102
I get it.
fever.
I'm sorry, but the reason that we're delayed is because of the back and forth with Mr. Deagle. So.
Why don't you just- I mean, why don't you just bring the lawyer and my advocate can log in and we can start?
Because Mr. Deagle will not log in or will not tell us if he's logging in. But we haven't received a request yet.
I'm so sorry, but
Sure. I'm gonna stop the recording.
sure.
Perfect. I'm sorry you missed the introductions, so we could do it again briefly if you would like. I'm Christine Boll, Supervisor of Student Services.
Jessica Sauer, reading coordinator. Denise Elmore, assistant technology specialist. Marilyn Manjaro, school psychologist, Birchwood. Michelle Luigi, special education teacher. Deanna Abb, general education teacher. Lauren Langtree, reading specialist.
thank you. Hi, Bill Sherman, father.
All right. All right, thank you everyone for joining us. So we do want to go over all parts of Haley's IEP. I do also want everyone to have an opportunity to speak. We will kind of reinforce the idea that one speaker at a time. We're not going to speak over each other and be as respectful as possible. Maintain respectful communication so that our meeting can be productive. If at any time it becomes disrespectful or argumentative, we will end the meeting.
I don't think we ever had a disrespectful argument. We were just so many with you.
Yes, you absolutely have. Okay, so this is a warning for everyone that we're going to be respectful. We're going to treat our staff with respect, and our staff is going to treat you with respect. Also, in addition, all questions will be vetted through me, so directed towards me, and then I will distribute the questions out. Okay, everyone understands? Any questions? Okay, Phyllis, you want to proceed with
Can
your?
I just clarify that
Sure.
I am not allowed to direct questions at any of the teachers. I need to direct them to you and you will ask the teachers.
Correct. That's how I'm going to maintain control of this Committee on Special Education meeting.
I think that kind of defies how CSE actually works, where there's supposed to be a committee.
Yeah, there is a committee, but I am the chairperson of that committee, and I will be directing all communication out to the appropriate person.
We're all committee members here.
Yes.
And I'm just concerned about her parental participation here.
She can participate to the fullest degree, ask her questions, and I will direct them.
Are you in the role of telling people they may not answer certain questions?
I'm going to direct the questions where they should be, where they should go. If I feel one person has an answer that another person doesn't, I will direct it to the right person. But then you can ask follow-up questions after. You will be able to voice all concerns and ask all questions.
I would like to note for the record that I do think this directly contradicts the spirit of a committee for special ed. and meaningful parental participation because you're preventing me from having meaningful conversations with my child's teachers. So I'm putting that on the record.
This is
and
not
let's
a.
continue because I don't want to argue. Tell him to check his email.
I mean, we didn't think it was that important for him to be here, but like.
Well, you notified us that he was going to be.
You've started off. Well, we said let's start without him, but you've started this meeting very differently than you started the meeting,
and there
are
very good reasons for that.
Really, what are those reasons?
There have been difficult and aggressive conversations that have taken place with staff in this building, in other buildings, and so this is how we're protecting our
I've had a
staff.
difficult and aggressive conversation with anyone in this building.
I didn't say you
Okay,
necessarily.
has my sister had any difficult or aggressive conversations
No,
with you or any in this building?
No.
So why are you treating us in that manner?
Because this is my meeting, and I'm going to facilitate the meeting as the chairperson. You can ask any questions you have, express any concerns you have, and you will receive answers to all of those questions.
Right. Let's continue with this.
Continue without your advocate or with
Well,
your
he will.
No, we're gonna wait for him.
But he should just check his.
advocate. This is a search.
Yes.
Nice
Nice to meet you.
Phyllis, you still there? Phyllis, you still there?
Yes, I am.
We're waiting for one person to log in, okay? And then you're up. Hold on.
I mean, yeah. I would be informed that I may not speak to my child's teachers or
That's not what I
give
said.
a question, then I need to direct my questions to Dr. Ball, who will then direct the responses, which is in violation of our EA, but we will continue with the meeting.
All right, Phyllis, are you ready?
We're waiting for
Yes.
Are we waiting for Mr. Depot?
Why is it not in this document?
It's an email.
It's an email. I didn't check his email. I emailed it hours ago. 10 days ago. This is my sister.
Who's on?
We're very concerned about the way the CSE opened. I've got
It's been very aggressive.
hundreds of CSE meetings. I've never heard of anything like that in my life. Actually, violation of our rights. And it's stopping meaningful parental participation that we can't even speak to the team. Communication has been.
It's actually like the whole purpose that I came in was to try and resolve everything and have open communication, and now I'm not allowed open communication.
You can freely speak and ask any questions.
That is not the same as open communication. That is just me speaking. Oh my God. Into both addresses. So is Haley getting a reading today? Is Haley getting reading today?
With Miss Langtry. She's here.
I'm sorry.
Well, but
my ears.
not for
Really
one year.
fluid. Were you able to see Haley before this meeting today?
No.
And will there be a makeup later?
We will,
I beg your pardon. So she will get reading today.
to the best of her ability. Not today. No, it'll be the end of the day.
So yes. I just want to really, I just want to continue. Let's just not do it. Could you just add him to the meet invite if you don't mind? Because he's not seeming to get my
Via call or email?
email.
What is
I don't know if you can re-invite somebody if they've already been invited.
I didn't invite.
George. I see you have him.
Oh. I did want to give you a copy of progress monitoring.
Oh. Why didn't I get this before the meeting?
You received this before, but there was one updated wage score that was finished today, so we put it on there.
I never got the second column. I only got the first column. I never got the second, third, or fourth.
Those
column.
are updated with the most up-to-date information.
Hello.
Hello,
Hey,
Mr.
George.
Deagle.
Thank you for joining, George. I am missing the December third, December 4th grade.
There was no December 4th.
There was. I saw it in the emails that it was done, but I never saw the
Ms. Langtry, did you
Hello.
administer in December?
Hi, George. Can you hear us?
done by somebody by the
Yeah, I'm not hearing them too good. Did they start the meeting already?
Yes, we started the meeting, but we can reintroduce who's here. We didn't get very far.
I got a text that someone told the parent and Ms. Del Greco that they're only allowed to ask questions to the CSE chair. Is that true?
They were asked to direct all questions to me. As the chairperson, I will facilitate the meeting.
That's not how it works, ma'am. This is barring open conversation and deliberation, and is a direct violation of IDEA. So you have your lawyer here, I assume, correct?
Yes, I do.
And that lawyer is not a member of the CSE. Your lawyer texted me that he's there to give you legal advice only. He said he has no special knowledge of the child. Are you aware of that? I'm directing this to you.
To me?
Yes.
Am I aware of what he communicated to you? Yes.
Yes, so he says he has no special knowledge of the student, and that's the criteria for someone to participate in a CSE meeting. Are you aware of that? I'm directing this question to you.
George, can we move on?
I'm asking, Mike, I'm asking the CSE chair a question, and which she said she wanted everything directed to her, and now you're speaking for her, sir.
The district is able to have their counsel, and that's something we've chosen. If you are not happy with that, you can file due process.
I didn't hear what you just said. Could you repeat it?
George, what she said was the district is entitled to have its counsel present, and if you'd like to file a hearing based on that, you can challenge that.
And is it her position that any question that no member of the committee, including me, Ms. Del Greco, Ms. Blum, or the student's father, cannot ask questions directly to any CSE meeting, that they have to go through her? Is that her position?
My position is that I will be directing all questions, yes.
Mrs. Blum and Mrs. Del Greco, I request that you adjourn the meeting right now and we move to an immediate impartial hearing, because she's violating your right to deliberation and full participation in the CSE meeting right in front of her lawyer.
And I actually would like to say that you're not having any special knowledge of my child. You have received so many emails and advised on her IEP, which I saw in the email. So I'm not sure what you mean by that.
I can't hear Ms. Blum.
Your role is not like a gatekeeper. We are supposed to be able to all speak as a team. I've just double checked the law, special education law, and you want us to like have a meeting that isn't being held, that's against procedural violations, a huge procedural violation, but yet you want us to continue with this procedural violation, participate in this, and then go file later after our rights have been violated, sitting here for an hour. This is just not the right way to do things.
And we waited for you for 32 minutes.
No, you didn't wait for me, you waited for our lawyer to communicate with your advocate, so that we could have all members present who needed to be present.
Well, right now, we came in here with good attitude, really wanting to be part of the team. That's why we wanted to come in person. We came in person, the two of us, in such good faith and spirits, wanting to connect. That's what we did. We thought, we're not connecting on Zoom. We understand there's been like a lot of tensions lately, and we thought, let's come in. Let's connect with this team.
And I
let's work
appreciate
together
Mrs.
for
Del Greco.
And we came to a wall with a big procedural violation. You're acting as a gatekeeper, violating our rights.
I'm acting as the
And
chairperson.
That's
have
not
any
the
idea what it
chairperson's
is
rights.
for me as a parent. I specifically requested Ms. App and Ms. Angel.
Listen, Ms. Del Greco and Mrs. Blum,
Yeah.
And you know
you don't
what?
have to take direction to the CSE chair. Can you hear me?
And she loves Miss Langford.
Can you hear me?
You have no idea how hard it is for me
Have I
not
been
to
muted?
my child's teacher.
You haven't
And
been
not for them to not be allowed to communicate freely with me and to have all communication.
So are we
passed through
moving
you.
forward with
That
this
is
meeting
so,
or not?
George,
but
what
it is so.
George,
I wanted to. How hard? I mean, imagine you had.
You haven't
kids in
been
the
muted,
past.
George.
What?
Your child is what happened to speak to you.
You haven't
Yes.
been muted.
It's so hard, and you
They
are.
should direct all questions to the people they want to direct them to and ignore the instruction from the CSE chair.
it doesn't
should
matter. Because, so far, we asked a question of the reading teacher who wouldn't answer and deferred already to Mrs.
Then you
Ball.
have to leave the meeting immediately.
She was confused by the question because
You
clearly.
have to leave the meeting immediately. Try to answer.
I'm going to
Beverly,
ask
try and ask the reading teacher some more questions.
I would like to know, with a show of hands, if there are any team members here who will feel comfortable responding directly to our questions.
You don't have to.
They were told not to answer that, George. So
Beverly, leave the meeting immediately.
not one of them will raise their hands. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry that you won't work with us as a team. It's very disappointing. But
And
you
you
understand
know-
your position, that you have administration here, and we understand that you're in a very difficult position with your jobs. I'm sure as teachers you would love to be able to communicate with a desperate, upset parent. That's my thinking, because I'm a teacher.
So are we continuing the meeting?
And I know that you guys.
Beverly, how many times do I have to say leave the meeting?
I have to tell you, like, I didn't even know how this aggression caused, but, you know, it's clear to me, you know, that you're not part of it. And I have to tell you, it is
I have to.
sickening for me to, like, not even be able to talk to my child's teachers. And
Mr. Raniere, are you going to advise your client that they're violating laws and regulations?
In addition, I do need to let you know that we were notified by the state after the state complaints that you put in, submitted to the state, that we do need to have this meeting with or without you.
What's that?
She said
Who said
they
that?
would
I said that, the chairperson, Christine Bull.
If you have the meeting without the parent participation, I will have the IEP annulled. You cannot do anything. You are not. You are trying to wrangle the parent, control the parent. You are in a lot of trouble. Beverly, Miss Blum, they are not letting you ask direct questions to people. She is undermining the intent and the flavor and of idea of cooperation and exchange communication. You cannot sit there and if she crafts an IEP in your absence, you'll have a no because you want to have a hearing officer rule that they're not allowed to do this and come back for full participation. Do you understand what I'm saying? And do you agree with what I'm saying?
Right now, give me a second.
I need an answer.
She's making a call.
Who is she calling?
You speak to Ms. Gerson, she's the person who told me to have the meeting.
Go.
Who is she calling, sir?
She's calling the state.
You can't call the state during a CSE meeting.
This is your client doing that, George.
Why can't you do that?
You cannot, because you have to write a formal state complaint. They're not going to advise you of an ongoing CSE meeting.
George, your client just exited the room. I don't know if you could see her, so I'm just letting you know.
I didn't hear what you said, Mike.
Your client just exited the room to call the state, so she did not hear what you just said.
The state's not going to intervene and has no authority of what goes on in an ongoing CSE meeting.
So what do you suggest? Because
I suggested that we file a hearing because the CSE chairman said that all questions will be directed to me, and she's not letting. And then the reading teacher didn't answer a question to you, and then I believe, because I couldn't hear, that other people said they're not going to ask direct questions from you, that they're not going to answer them. Is that correct? Beverly, is that correct?
that is correct. Well,
And why are you sitting there?
because they're gonna have the meeting without her.
Then
The testimony.
they can't have the meeting without you. And if they do, we can have it annulled. You have to listen to what I'm saying to you. Any IP they create, we will challenge.
That's fine.
Then leave.
Yes. So just so you know, Mr. Diebold, Andrea Gerson, the person who you filed the state complaint with, advised me that after all of the attempts we've had to schedule this meeting, that we must have the meeting with or without the parent.
Okay, let's
So
call
you've
Ms.
made
Gerson. You have her number. Let's call Ms. Gerson. Let's get
I
her
am not
number.
calling Ms. Gerson.
Let's get Ms. Gerson on the
You
line.
got that advice, and then you made it impossible for the parent to attend, so you could have this meeting
Oh
without
my
her.
God.
I mean,
My
you
intent
have
was
made
only-
another time that
my
I think
intent
that
was
was another child
only
from
what-
school.
You know, as an attorney, it's really shocking me that you won't let her have a parental participation. Don't you
I can't hear
know
what
that-
Beverly's saying, Mr. Blum.
He is not here to interact with
But
you.
he-
He is here for my.
Oh, nobody's here
To be
to
my
interact.
Yeah,
You
nobody's
can't
allowed
let
to
anyone
interact
interact
with
with you.
you.
But he can advise you, and he can hear me, and he can advise you that
He has-
your
this is
team is
what
supposed
I've
to
been
be able
given.
to respond to this parent.
Have been given advice. I would really like to review the vision evaluation, because I think it's really important information. So that's what we're gonna do tonight.
I can't hear what's going on.
George, they are insisting on reviewing the vision evaluation. She refuses to get Gerson on the line, who told her that they have to have it without me.
You have to repeat that a little louder, please, Ms. Blum.
They're refusing to get the state rep Gerson on the line, who told them to have the meeting without me. And I called the state, and it's just going straight to voicemail.
The state told them to have the meeting without you? Is that what she's saying?
That's her claim.
Because they had repeated attempts to schedule it.
This
they
is the
said.
court, actually.
This is not, you mean the times that we requested a
Listen to
meeting?
me. Listen to me, please. Stop talking.
But you
You're
refused.
trying to have a cooperative CSE meeting, and they're saying that we have to direct all the questions to her. You can't talk to these people direct. You have reasons to cancel the meeting, and let a hearing officer will decide if they acted appropriately or not. You can't sit there and say they're going to have the meeting without us. They can consider the vision report all they want, but you wanted to talk about more things other than that vision report in this meeting, correct?
She said they are here to review Hailey's goals as well.
And what about the reading?
Me?
And you wanted to ask about that as well, correct? Ms. Blum?
I beg your pardon?
You wanted to ask about the reading, and you wanted to talk about reading as well, correct?
Correct.
And you had direct questions for the reading teacher and the evaluators, correct?
Correct.
and the CAC chair is not letting you ask those questions directly to that person, correct?
Correct.
Then you have to leave the meeting. I don't know how many times I have to say it.
We're going to request a break. We'll be back. We're requesting a break. We'll be back.
Am I? Am I muted? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to mute myself. I'm sorry. Sorry this is so stressful. We'll get what the child needs. You hear me?
I still hear you.
Yeah. Okay, let me see if I can mute this.
Oh, now you're muted.
I talk loud, and that's the way it is. I'm not screaming, but I order a pizza my neighbor hears. I am leaving the meeting because, as I understand it, CSE chair will not let me ask direct questions to the other members of the committee. I just talked to Albany. They cannot have the meeting without you because you did not cancel the meeting. You showed up in attention, you showed up and are presently attending, and you are leaving because they are violating your rights to participation. Leave the meeting at once, please, and we will go after them. I'm out.
Mr. Diebold, who did you speak to? You're muted. Mr. Diebold, who did you speak to in the state?
I don't have to tell you who I spoke to, but you're in a lot of trouble, young lady, and I look forward to seeing you on the stand.
Okay.
I'm out.
Yeah, we attended the meeting. We came here. We did the introductions. We attended the meeting. We started the meeting. We asked a question or two. So we've attended the meeting. And you are
So this
unfortunately
meeting is not
violating our
cancelled.
rights. So this meeting was never cancelled. We actually came here in good spirits, good faith to attend. We're here. We wanted to attend.
We want to hold the meeting.
We wanted to hold the
speak
meeting.
to people on the committee.
We asked if anyone's allowed to respond to us, if they will respond to us. Everybody confirmed they would not. We already asked a question which we were not even allowed to have answered. So we attended. You can't have a meeting without us because we attended. And now it's adjourned because you violated our rights.
Mr. Sherman, I assume that you heard that. I'm going to disconnect from the meeting now.
Okay. Have a nice day, everyone.
You too.